So this is Brian Bracken. We're going to be looking at a social media plugin for the Power Blog. That social media plugin is Monarch. To be able to start using Monarch, what we're going to do is we're going to click Monarch Settings. In here we have a number of different things that we need to do to be able to set up the plugin correctly. First, what we should do is we should click on General Settings, and we're going to configure General Settings. Then we're going to do the API settings for Facebook. So we have to actually set this up. Where we have to go for that, we're going to developers.facebook.com when we're signed in to our Facebook account. So let's go over to that. We're going to developers.facebook.com. Now what we want to do is we want to create a new app. So roll over My Apps, add a new app. Let's call this app something like My Social Media App. We'll put in an email here, and then we're going to choose a category. Do not use the first two of these. Don't use apps for Messenger or apps for Pages. What we want to do is we're going to click on one of these ones below. So we'll just click on Business. Now we'll create an app ID by clicking Create App ID. Let's do the security check and then click Submit. Once we're on the Facebook app, what we're going to do is we're going to click on Dashboard. The next step we're going to do is we're going to get started with the Facebook SDK. So choose Platform. We're going to click on Website. We're actually using a website. That's a blog. Now we're going to scroll down to here. Tell us about your website. So we'll click here and type in the Power Blog URL that you will be using. So for illustration purposes, I'm going to be using mine here. And so what I can do now is I'm going to click Next. Now we're finished with this section. The next thing that we need to do is we actually have to get the app ID and also the secret code. I'll show you how to do that. We'll just go back to our apps area, and you'll see in here, this is My Social Media App. Here is the app ID. We're going to copy this, copy. We're going to go back to the Monarch plugin. Put in here app ID. Now we're going to go back to Facebook. Now we have the app secret. We need to show this. Select that and also copy it. Then again, we go back over here to the Monarch plugin. We go to app secret, and we're going to paste in that secret code. We will authorize that app, and then we're going to just click Continue, and you'll see that you'll arrive back to the Power Blog again. So these API settings now have been set up. So let's go on to the next setups. We have social sharing. We want to manage the locations. We have a number of different locations here that we can have. We can have it as a sidebar. I'm selecting sidebar because it looks nice. Then we're going to be clicking on networks. We want to add a network. So the networks I want to add will be Facebook, Google+. These are ones that I'll be working with here. Pinterest, add in LinkedIn, I don't know, maybe a couple of others here, whichever you'd prefer. We'll click then Apply. Very good. So we're going to click Save Changes. The changes have been saved. Now there's a few other things in here that we can choose. So in here we can choose the icon style. I want to choose this one here because I like the round. You can also display settings. You can set the display settings that you'd like. You can have the background color, hover background color, the icon color, etc. Let's just make this a blue, this icon, and maybe green for the hover. And we want to have this on the types, so we can have it on the post, we can have it on a page, testimonials, projects. You can have them on whatever you'd like. So we'll click here, Save Changes again. Once the changes have been saved, let's go on to the next one. Next, we're going to look at social follow. We're going to add networks. Now under social follow, click on networks, manage networks. Now under here, we're going to add a network. Okay, let's add a network. We're going to add in Facebook, and we'll add in YouTube. So we're going to click Apply. The interesting thing is we can change the order of these social media networks by just clicking and grabbing and pulling it down. Now the next thing that we need to do is with our Facebook, we actually have to put in our Facebook URL. So let me go grab my page name, and I'll just paste in my page name since I do have it. We'll just click on paste. The same would go for YouTube. You may have a YouTube channel, so I'm going to just paste in my YouTube name. What I need to do after that point is now we click on Save Changes. Those changes have been saved under Manage Networks. Next, we may want to get counts via an API. Now we already have in Facebook. I've showed you how to do that at the beginning using general settings. So that's not an issue. But if we want to have, say for instance, YouTube, what we can do is get counts via API. Okay, so what you would need to do is you'd need to then get yourself an API for YouTube. I won't be showing you how to do that for each of them. I showed you how to do the one for Facebook earlier, but there's some really good information under this little icon here. If you click on that, click here for more information. That'll give you more information on how to set up the different APIs for the different networks that you'd like to add. So for myself, I'm going to just paste in here the API for YouTube, click Authorize, and now the authorization has been successful. The next thing that we have is we have widgets. So we choose the type of icon style that we'd like to use, the shape and so forth. Again, I like that shape and so forth. And we'll click Save Changes. Now this will be all to your taste, so you'll have the ability to change the different settings to what you'd like to use. And then also we have shortcodes. Now shortcode is something that we could actually generate and put into a blog post or a page or something to that effect. You can actually generate a share code. Okay, so let's see what this looks like on a post or a page. Now we can see that we have the different networks selected here. We can see Pinterest, Facebook. So if we click on Facebook, notice that we're able to share the page that we're on with Facebook. All we'd have to do is click on Post, and that's been shared. Now notice we have under the Follow Us, we have Facebook and YouTube. So if I click Facebook Follow, that'll actually take us over to our page. Thank you for watching this video, and we'll look forward to seeing you on another video.